Okay, so I removed the headlights, and they are, like I said, very nasty. All kinds of gunk on them. Now, my solution for this is pretty simple. That's it. Baking soda and a $1 package of sponges and some water. Now, the sponges, reason I go with them and not something better is because I don't need that to be too coarse. I don't want to scratch the heck out of the plastic. I want to keep the plastic intact. I use the baking soda to soften the scrubbing portion a little bit more so that it cleans and scrubs very well. That's pretty much my trick. Now, it doesn't polish. It doesn't take all the fine scratches out. It just gets it clean, makes it clear enough that they're usable. Pretty much it. Okay, one pass with baking soda and water using a scrubber right there. Dried it off with a towel, wiped it down. You can still see some oxidation down at the bottom. Right there, right in there. It's still scratched up, it's still oxidized, but this is your major oxidation right down here on the bottom of it, where the plastic has pretty much become pretty brittle on the surface. So we're trying to smooth that out more than anything. Just get that off. All I need to do is just get that off. But right there, one pass, that's good enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over the oxidized parts again using a wet sponge with baking soda. And that's going to take most of that oxidation off, just rubbing it like, I don't know, medium to heavy pressure if you want. And you just scrub it until you got all the oxidation you need off of it, and it's going to be a lot brighter. Now, this one over here, I'm just going to clean it. I'm just going to wash it, and you can see the difference between the two because they're both going to be about the same oxidation. I couldn't tell you which one was worse, but I'll clean this, just wash it, and we'll see what it looks like compared to what this one will look like when I get done doing this. Now, 5 minutes scrubbing it, good enough. You know, it's going to show light. I don't have to wash it and worry about the oxidation. I get all that at the same time. Scrubber and some baking soda. But if I go and wash it first, I'm doubling my work. I don't see doubling my work. I just do it once. Take care of it. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up, but just got all of the major portion of the oxidation off. It's still scratched up, all scratched up from cleaning it and getting all the oxidation off. It's still scratched, but you can clean that up a little bit more. That one there is cleaned with window cleaner. That's cheap window cleaner. Okay, cleaned it twice. Still kind of greenish looking and gunky. And you can see the oxidation level just looking down in it compared to the oxidation level there and there. Actually see the shiny in there a lot better. Yeah, definitely a difference between the two. It removes a lot of the oxidation. It does scratch it. You got to scratch it to get the oxidation off, unfortunately. But it gets the oxidation off. It makes it clear enough that you can do it. Now, next process, I'll do the sponge side. Water and baking soda with a sponge. And I'll smooth some of that, get some of that scratching out of it. Some of the scratching out. And then I'll come back over and I'll get that one all cleaned up the same way as I did this one. Clean them first if you want, or you can just start scrubbing. Baking soda and water. That's all I do. Okay, there you go. You can see the difference between the two headlights. This one over here just cleaned up with window cleaner. This one over here scrubbed first using a cheap scrubber. Use a scrubber side with some baking soda. Get all the as much of the oxidation off as you can. Get it clean. Then flip it over. Use the sponge side and about toothpaste consistency of baking soda, and scrub the heck out of it with the sponge. It'll polish it up a little bit. It'll get rid of a lot of those scratches that you put in it by scrubbing it. It'll look pretty reasonable as compared to that, which you can see the color difference. Color difference is something else. So if you're like me and all you want to do is clean them up, make them look good, get more light, don't want to spend any money, 50 cents or less, there you go. It's how you clean headlights. To clean them, get the oxidation off. Later on I can come back and I can take one of those polishing kits and sand on it and do all the polishing stuff if I want to. But I'm cheap, as you use truck. Have a good day. Okay, there we go. Two headlights, looking pretty good. Ready to go put back in. Like I said, just scrub them down with the scrubby side with baking soda and water. Do that a couple of times till you got as much of the bad plastic off and all the gunk off, and then polish it up a little bit with the sponge side and some pasty, you know, fairly wet but pasty baking soda, and there's your results. Fairly clean, fairly good looking headlights. Reasonable enough to, you know, get through the day. Anyway, update on my bumper situation. I have decided to buy a truck. So I'm gonna buy a truck. So truck is gonna be a red one. It's a 2003. This is a 2002. All the parts should fit. It's just a basic cab, but it is a 1500, so I can get most of the parts. Figure I'll just turn this bed into a trailer, cut the frame on the other one, put the full-size bed on there, and have at it. And it's four-wheel drive, so I can change out the front for the four-wheel drive unit, I'm pretty sure, and that'll be good. So enjoy your day.